everyone, good morning, happy wacky Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fabulous day. It is so nice and sunny outside, so I hope you get a chance to go outside and play, or maybe go on a walk, or even just do some yard work. Soak in some of that sunshine, you guys. Today, we're going to be reading a very silly book by the same author and illustrator who wrote Pig the Pug. We're going to be reading Thelma the Unicorn by Aaron Blabey. I think that's how we say his name. I could be wrong. But I really like this book because it has a very good message. It has a good moral. So a moral is like the lesson that the author is trying to teach us in the book. So I want you guys to be thinking, what could the moral be? What is Aaron trying to teach us by writing Thelma the Unicorn? And I also want you to think about this character. His name is Otis. He doesn't appear on every page in the book. He's kind of just at the beginning and at the very, very end. But I want you guys to think about why Otis is an important part of the story. So he's pretty important in the story and to the moral of the story, even though he's not on every single page. All right, let's get started with Thelma the Unicorn. I think Thelma is actually the very first girl unicorn that we're going to be reading about so far this week. The other two unicorns we read about were boys, weren't they? Kelp and unicorn from yesterday. All right, here we go. Thelma felt a little sad. In fact, she felt forlorn. You see, she wished with all her heart to be a unicorn. Her best friend's name was Otis. He liked her quite a lot. He said, "You're perfect as you are." But Thelma said, "I'm not." So there's little Thelma and there's her friend Otis. And that was when she saw it. A carrot on the ground. It gave her such a great idea. She squealed and jumped around. She took that simple carrot and she tied it to her nose. I'll say that I'm a unicorn. It might just work. Who knows? What do you think Otis thinks about that? Well, as she did, a truck drove by. The driver rubbed his eyes. Good grief! Is that a unicorn? He shrieked in great surprise. As Thelma watched the swerving truck, it very, very nearly hit her. Would you believe that truck was filled with nice pink paint and glitter? Oh, Thelma looked amazing. She was a unicorn. I'm special now, she cried out loud. And so a star was born. All across the whole wide world, her fans would cheer her name. Thelma loved it, every bit. The fame, the fame, the fame! So there's all these people yelling that they love her, and they've got signs for her, and they're taking pictures of her. She is loving it. Thelma was a superstar. Her dreams had all come true. But soon she found that so much fame was kind of tricky too. So here she is, enjoying all of her fame on this nice big yacht. It's called the Fairy Princess. She's got a butler bringing her a fun drink. She's got her sunglasses on. She's really loving it. But then, if she's just out and about, look at what happens to her. It's like she almost gets attacked by all of her fans. You see, her fans were mad for her. They'd scream and cry and laugh. They'd chase her everywhere she went to get her autograph. An autograph is when you write your name on something and give it to someone. Usually it's someone who's like really famous, like Jack Hartman or Thelma. And they would write their name and then you get to have something that has their name on it. And sometimes you can sell it and get a lot of money. In fact, they'd chase her all day long. It never, ever stopped. Does it look like she likes being famous anymore? Probably not. They chased her while she exercised. They chased her while she shopped. Please don't chase me anymore, she asked the screaming crowd. We'll chase you all we want, they said. We're fans, so it's allowed. Do you think that's true if you are a fan of somebody famous? Like, I'm a big fan of Jack Hartman. Should I just chase him around anytime I get? Even when he's just trying to go about his day and be a person? And some were not her fans at all. No, some were really mean. Look, they're throwing rocks at her while she roller skates for charity. So she's roller skating to earn money for people who don't have anything. And they're throwing things at her. Ooh, and it looks like, oh, maybe they're not rocks. I think they might be eggs. And some just did the meanest things she'd ever really seen. So their signs say, I don't like unicorns. And then this one says, I agree. So they're just saying that they don't like her just to be mean. They don't even know her. So, one dark night, she felt quite sad. This famous little pony, she said, I thought that I'd feel great. Look, she's covered in eggs and she's crying. But all I feel is lonely. Who is she looking at? Whose picture is that? It's her best friend Otis. And so with that, she changed her mind, this lonely unicorn. She cleaned off all her sparkles, and she ditched her magic horn. And then she walked right past the crowd. They didn't even notice. She thought how nice that it would be. Look, there she is, and no one even sees her. And it says, help me be a unicorn. Marry me, Thelma. To see her lovely Otis. Oh, look how happy they are. And when he asked about her trip beneath their favorite tree, she simply said, oh, it was fun. But I'd rather just be me. What a nice story. So I think, in my opinion, I think that Aaron, the author and the illustrator, he's trying to show us that we're special just the way that we are. We don't have to change who we are and try to be something that we're not. And that sometimes when we do, bad things can happen. So Thelma tried to become a unicorn, even though that's not who she really is. And she got really famous and she made all of her dreams come true. But then she really missed her friend Otis, and people were really mean to her, and it kind of got a little crazy. So if she had just stayed Thelma, she wouldn't have had to have all of that craziness happen. It was fun for a little bit, but then it kind of got out of hand. So you can do things to, make yourself feel special, and you can look special, but I think pretending to be something you're not at all and trying to get people to believe that you are that thing, that's what's not okay. You can dress up like something, like you can dress up for things for Halloween, but if you were trying to run around and really convince everyone that you are a real unicorn, that might get a little crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. We've got our Mix It, Fix It sentence, and then we've got our science experiment next, and then that's kind of it for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wacky Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!